You were saying that without the screen, the ones that have smallest egoism, smallest desire, are the closest to spirituality, like yogis. Of course, definitely, but they don't sense anything of it. What does it mean they're the closest? They are on the level of infants that are the closest to a mother because they completely rely on her, but they have no sovereignty. And when they begin developing that sovereignty, begin wanting to near, somehow sense, perceive, understand, be in it, then they'll begin to estrange, gain the egoism, and only then they can truly start reaching the spirituality. So their path is not short at all. It can't be accomplished with a small jump. You can only enter the spirituality with enormous egoism, which you've already recognized to be evil, and when you've come to final acknowledgement that you need to correct it. And you were saying that without a screen, that egoism is the most terrible evil, and that's the furthest point from the Creator. Without the screen, it's the entire evil of our world. Of course. Actually, these desires are small. Such egoism is small. The true egoism is in spirituality, when we begin in the sense. The states alternate. So when in spirituality, the sense, you begin to desire to take advantage of the Creator, of the upper force, for your own sake, to become the almighty, powerful, and rule over everything and over Him. You know, like in a fairy tale about the trout and golden fish, I want to dominate. And a person slips on that, and then begins all over again. So no big deal, you need to experience it all. But probably you are the biggest egoist from all those you're mentioning here. Yeah, oh yeah, of course, isn't it clear? Of course, in those moments when you're in descent, I've always been a big egoist. So big that I couldn't even hear the others. I didn't hear them. I couldn't take part in anything, absolutely. Sympathy, nothing. I was a very big egoist. I'm not saying that I'm any different now, but initially. But how come do you have so much patience to listen seemingly stupid things? Because I include myself into the inquirer, into his desire, and his desire is new in this world. Doesn't matter that I've experienced it, but he didn't. Thus, this desire in general system is not corrected yet, and you can execute the correction on it. And when he asks, I connect to his desire and provide the correction. For me, it's a possibility to accomplish something more. So I'm glad to this occurrences. There can be the same questions repeating itself throughout thousands of hours, but every time they're being asked by different elements of general system of souls, and thus every time I look at it as an opportunity to correct. Through my answers, I connect him. And he continues further. And how does this process happen when you're being asked the question, how do you accomplish this work? Through myself, through me. Commutation happens through me. It's simply a system. Something that we see today in technology, computers, large networks. It's a system. Of course, it works by completely different principles. On principle of bestowal, first of all. Secondly, it's integral. Everything interacts simultaneously. No time, no tact, no impulses. It's entirely analog. It's impossible to describe. But actually, mutual influence is possible. Zohar describes it a little. It calls it raising the prayer and response to it. The prayer here is a revelation of a desire. It's not a prayer like we used to in religion. Revelation of desire is called the prayer, and the answer to it is a fulfillment of it. So there are two articles in Zohar, very interesting. And raising the prayer and its fulfillment. And that's what it describes, the laws of commutation.